In the heart of a bustling African town, where the cries of traders filled the air and the colors of fresh produce painted every corner, there lived a woman named Mama Bisi. To everyone in the market, she was known as a tough trader, a woman who did not allow nonsense. Her voice was always the loudest, her bargaining always the hardest. Customers respected her, competitors feared her, and children, well, they kept their distance from her. But hidden behind that hardened face was a heart that carried a secret. A secret no one knew, a secret that would only be revealed many years later. This is the story of a market woman with a hidden act of generosity. The market was always alive, people calling out. Tomatoes fresh, come and buy. Yam for sale, strong and white. Pepper, pepper that will make your soup sweet. Every day was the same, the scorching sun, the smell of roasted corn, the chatter, the quarrels, the laughter, the endless bargaining. And there, in the middle of it all, was Mama Bisi's stall. She sold tomatoes, peppers, yams, and vegetables. She worked from sunrise till evening, her wrapper always tied firmly around her waist, her headscarf neatly knotted. Life was not easy, but she endured. Not far from her stall, a young boy named Samuel often wandered around. He wore tattered clothes, his slippers had long given way, and his small hands were always dusty. His eyes, sunken, tired, but bright with unspoken hope, would fix on the baskets of food. He never begged. He just stood, watching. Sometimes, he pretended to help other traders by carrying small loads, hoping someone might reward him with a morsel of food. But many ignored him. Some chased him away. Others accused him of trying to steal. Mama Bisi noticed him. At first, she scolded him too. "Small boy, go home. Stop hanging around my stall. You think food is free?" Samuel would quietly walk away, his head bowed. But he always returned the next day. One evening, as the market was closing, Mama Bisi noticed her leftover vegetables. They would spoil by morning. She sighed, looked around, and saw Samuel sitting at a distance, his stomach growling audibly. Something stirred inside her. She picked up some vegetables, a few yams, and wrapped them in an old newspaper. Walking up to him, she barked, "Here, take this. But don't let anyone say I gave you food. Do you hear me?" Samuel's eyes widened. He grabbed the parcel, clutching it like treasure. "Thank you, Ma. God bless you." She waved him off angrily. "Go, Joa. Don't disturb me tomorrow." But in her heart, something warm lit up. From that day, a routine began. Every evening, after the market closed, Mama Bisi would pack whatever she could spare, leftover tomatoes, slightly bruised yams, beans, or peppers, and hand it to Samuel. Always with a scolding face, always with a harsh tone, but always with a giving heart. "Take it and go. I don't want trouble. Small boy, you are disturbing me again. Collect this and run." Samuel never stopped thanking her. His small voice always quivered. "God bless you, Mama. I will never forget this." But to the market people, Mama Bisi was just her usual self, tough, unfriendly, and difficult. No one suspected she was feeding a hungry child every day. Life did not become easier for Mama Bisi. She too had children at home, and there were days when sales were poor. Days when she wondered how she would afford school fees, rent, or even food for her own family. But no matter how little she had, she never stopped putting something aside for Samuel. Some nights, she would return home with almost nothing. Her children would ask, "Mama, why is the food small today?" She would smile weakly and say, "Sales were not good." She never mentioned the hungry boy at the market. She never told them of the food she secretly gave away. Days turned to months, months to years. Samuel grew. He stopped coming to the market as often. Slowly, Mama Bisi stopped seeing him. Life moved on. She sometimes wondered what became of him, but she had no way of knowing. Her life remained the same, trading, struggling, surviving. The market aged her. Wrinkles deepened on her face, her voice grew hoarser, but her strength never left. One bright morning, the market was busy as usual. The sound of bargaining filled the air. Suddenly, a sleek black car pulled up at the edge of the market. The traders paused. Who was this? Cars rarely stopped here. From the car stepped a young man in a fine suit, polished shoes, and confidence radiating from his every step. He walked straight to Mama Bisi's stall. She looked up, puzzled. The young man smiled warmly. "Mama, do you remember me?" She squinted, confused. "Ah, young man, I don't know you. Are you here to buy tomatoes?" The man laughed softly, tears already forming in his eyes. "No, Mama. I am Samuel. The small boy who used to stand here hungry. The boy you fed when no one cared. The boy you scolded every day but still gave food. Mama, I am that boy." The market went silent. Traders gathered, watching. Some whispered, "Is this true? Mama Bisi? She gave food to a poor boy?" Samuel continued, his voice breaking. "Mama, I never forgot. Your food kept me alive. Your kindness gave me hope. I struggled, I studied, I worked hard. Today, I own a company, and I came back to say thank you." Tears streamed down Mama Bisi's face. She quickly wiped them with her wrapper, pretending it was dust. But her hands shook. The young man knelt before her, right there in the marketplace. He held her hands firmly. "Mama, you saved me. Whatever I am today, it started with you." Samuel stood, turned to the crowd, and declared, "From today, Mama Bisi will never struggle again. She will never worry about rent, food, or school fees. Everything she needs, I will provide." This market woman hid her generosity, but now the world will know. The traders gasped. Some covered their mouths in shock. Others wiped tears. They had always thought Mama Bisi was harsh. They never knew she carried such a heart. Mama Bisi collapsed onto her wooden stool, overwhelmed. For the first time in years, she let her tears flow freely. Not tears of sorrow, but of joy, pride, and relief. From that day, Mama Beese's life changed. Samuel kept his promise. He bought her a new house. He gave her enough money to live in comfort. He even supported her children's education. The market people began to tell her story everywhere. Mothers told their children, "Be kind, even when no one is watching. Your hidden acts may one day return to bless you." And Mama Beese, she sat in her stall sometimes, smiling quietly, not because of the wealth or the comfort, but because her small hidden act, one parcel of food at a time, had changed a boy's destiny. Dear listener, in this life, kindness does not always shout. Sometimes it hides. Sometimes it looks small, unimportant, or unnoticed. But every act of kindness plants a seed. Mama Beese's secret generosity planted a seed in Samuel. And years later, that seed blossomed into a tree of blessings she never imagined. So, the next time you have an opportunity to show kindness, even if no one sees it, do it anyway. One day, it may return in ways beyond your wildest dreams.